Louis C.K. and Bill Burr both have a very similar writing process in the sense that they don't even really like write out bits, where both of them their process is the same, as in they'll just like write down a word and then they'll be, I don't know, like example, whatever, any word, elephants, whatever the hell, and then, oh, I know my bit is about elephants, and then I'll work it out like that. At least that's kind of the sense I got. This just applies to Louis. I think this was him talking to Joe Rogan about his writing process on his podcast, but he was saying that if he writes out bits, he was like, when I do it on stage, it comes out writery. And I kind of noticed that too. Like, I don't know, for me, I found it easier. Again, everyone's different, so I just love, I don't know, I love hearing what other people do and then applying it to my own process. But he would be like, yeah, if I tried to write out the whole bit and then do it on stage, when I'm doing it on stage, it doesn't sound natural. It sounds, again, it comes out writery. Whereas if I just like, again, this is what Louis says, if he just writes down a word and then he's like, I know the general sense of the joke is whatever, this is the premise or whatever, then I can go on stage and figure it out. And I feel like Bill Burr was kind of the same thing with that. So there's something to just figuring it out on stage. Improv is, I think it's a lot of, I mean, it's obviously risky because you're going up there without set material. So you're, very much opening up like, oh, I could, bomb here. So it's good to have a joke or two in your back pocket, I guess. I don't know. It depends what you want to do, right? Everyone is different with how they do their material and set or whatever. But yeah, I don't know. Sometimes I guess what I'm trying to say is there's something to be said for having, at least for me, how I approach it is there's sometimes something to be said for just going up there, kind of not necessarily like winging it, but I guess kind of just having like, okay, I have an idea. I'm going to talk about this or I'm going to talk about that. Or literally just like, I'm going to figure it out on stage. And, the opposite of that, like meticulously writing out, perfectly crafting this bit, knowing it word by word, and then going up and it's more like a piece, I guess, and in that sense. But also it's like you can figure something out on stage and then it can turn into that. So some people the writing more happens on stage, some people it's more in the laboratory, some people it's kind of a fusion of both, I guess, right? Again, everyone it's different. So that's why I love hearing what people do, because it's so unique